Thank you very much. Once again, can I request everyone to come closer? Just in case we have more people to join. Hare Krishna. Tonight we're going to chant a beautiful mantra. This mantra is also called Dvadash Akshara mantra. A mantra which has 12 syllables. And there's a beautiful story behind this mantra. Once upon a time, there was a great king whose name was Uttanapad. For those of you who practice yoga, you might know this asana called Uttanapadasana. So this king had two sons. He had two wives, and each of this wife had a son. So once upon a time, this king who was sitting on his throne, he was sitting with his son, whom he begot from his second wife. And this little boy, who was the son of the first mother, first wife, he was very keen to sit with his father on his lap. So casually he just approached the king, went towards his throne, and as he was about to sit on his father's lap, his stepmother stopped him. And she told, that unless and until you take birth from my womb, you will not be allowed to sit on your father's lap. And this little boy was so annoyed. But how can my stepmother not allow me to sit on my father's lap? So this 5-year-old boy, he goes back running to his mother. And he begs for an answer. He says, why? Why can't I sit with my father on his lap? And his mother replies, that what to do, my son? Your father is attached to your stepmother, and he always keeps her besides him. This is unfair. The son replies, how can I get to sit on the throne with my father? And how come my father doesn't see this as a gesture of love? I want a kingdom which is much bigger than my father. What should I do, Mom? The mother replies that the best thing to do is to surrender to the Supreme Lord. Krishna speaks in the Bhagavad Gita, 4 kinds of people approach me. Artho, Artharthi, Jnani, Jigyasu. Which means one who is seeking for wealth, one who is distressed, one who is inquisitive, and one who is eager to know about the absolute truth. So this little boy was keen to get the wealth and the kingdom, which is much, much, much more greater than his father, so that he can prove to his stepmother and also to his father. So he asks his mother, what should I do, mother? And the mother replies, just surrender and chant the names of Narayan. Where will I find him? She said, usually all the yogis, all the saints, they go to a secluded place, and usually it's the forests and mountains. So this 5-year-old boy leaves in the middle of the night his palace, his mother, his home, leaves everything, goes to the forest in search of Narayan. Anyone knows what's the meaning of Narayan? We all know this name, Narayan. At least the Indians might be knowing this name, Narayan. Narayan word comes, which means, Nara means human beings. Ayana means the ultimate goal. So the ultimate goal of all humankind is Narayan. So this little boy, he goes to the forest and starts practicing Ashtanga, controlling the mind and senses. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana and Samadhi. The first month, he stops eating anything and survives only on fruits and leaves and twigs and roots. The second month, he even leaves eating all solid food. The third month, he stops eating and only drinks water. Fourth month, he stops drinking water and survives on his breath. And while he's doing this, while he's practicing this, Narada, the great sage, comes and approaches this boy. And he tells this boy, little boy, what are you doing? This is not the time, this is not the age for you to practice such great austerities and seek after the Supreme Lord. Go back to the palace, go play some Fortnite and Xbox and PS2 and so many other games here. But this boy was so determined, like our dear friend Bhavya and Damodar and Danny. Like, no, I'm not going to fall in trap of all these attractions and distractions. My determination is to see the Supreme Lord. So this little boy impresses upon Narada, the great sage. And Narada Muni was so impressed. By the way, Narada Muni is not an ordinary soul. He is practically the guru, the teacher for so many great personalities. So Narada Muni gets very pleased with this boy and he tells him, my dear boy, I will give you a very, very sacred mantra. And once you chant this mantra with full determination and sincerity, surely, very soon, the Supreme Lord will appear right before you. He gave the mantra. And this boy starts chanting with full focus and determination, not wasting a single moment of his time, calling out these divine names again and again and again. And very soon, in a span of almost 6 months of him doing these austerities and chanting this beautiful mantra, this boy closed his eyes and was sincerely chanting, and he saw this beautiful spark of light in his heart. And he saw a beautiful personality come before him, who was so effulgent that he was surprised. His hair was standing on end and he couldn't focus anymore. And as soon as he opened his eyes, he saw the beautiful form of Lord Narayan. And as soon as he saw him, he was so mesmerized by the beauty, the effulgence, the grace of the Lord. He just fell down on the lotus feet of the Lord and paid full obeisances. He got up again and he was not able to speak. He was so overwhelmed to see the Lord right in front of him. The Supreme Lord Narayan took his conch shell, the divine conch shell, and touched the forehead of this boy. And as soon as he touched, this little boy started glorifying the Supreme Lord with sweet words. He offered his obeisances, he praised the Lord. The Lord was very pleased. And he asked the boy, "Tell me, what do you want? Why have you been calling out my name so sincerely that I had to leave my very abode and come to you?" And this little boy, he says, "My Lord, I have been desiring to have a kingdom that is much bigger than my father. But you know what, my Lord? What I was looking for is nothing but broken pieces of glass. And what I have in front of me now is a beautiful, rare diamond of your association. So my Lord, I don't want anything else, but birth after birth, may I always get the association of you and your devotees. That would be the greatest wealth of my life. And looking at this little boy's humble and sweet request, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, Lord Narayan, was very pleased. Although his motivation was materialistic, isn't it? His original motivation was artharthi, desiring wealth. But even for that he approached the Supreme Lord with full determination. And by the blessings of his Guru, Narada, he could rightfully focus on the Supreme Lord's mercy. It is said that eventually the Supreme Lord Narayan blessed this boy, and he not only gave him the association and the blessings that he will always be remembered and he will always stay in the association of devotees and the association of the Supreme Lord, but also he gave a whole planet to rule. And that's the planet which is called Dhruva Lok. For those of you who do not know, Dhruva is the pole star which you see on the sky. So no one calls it pole star in India. Everyone calls it Dhruva star. And that's where Dhruva resides. Is the ruler of that planet. So this mantra, which was given to Dhruva, which was shared by Narad Muni, is considered to be one of the most important mantras. In fact, the most famous book, Srimad Bhagavatam, begins with this mantra. The first verse, first letters of this beautiful book begins with this mantra. It's a very simple mantra, and I'm sure all of you will be able to chant easily. Should we chant?
Yes.
Yeah? Just like how Dhruva prayed with full determination, with full sincerity, in the mood of a baby crying out to her mother. Similarly, all of us, let us chant this mantra with complete surrender and sincerity, so that we get the grace of the Lord, and may all of us aspire to be in the association of the Lord and His devotees. mantra has 4 words, 12 syllables. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om is the divine sound vibrations, and Pranava. Namo means where we offer our respects, our obeisances. Bhagavate means the Supreme Lord. And Vasudeva is addressing that personality who is the son of Vasudeva, Krishna. Krishna. And I request my dear friend Shiv to lead the next Kirtan.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. That was so wonderful. I was really amazed by the story that Harinis told to give us context behind the mantra that we just sang. And it's amazing because what I was thinking of saying, you already said in many ways. But there's this and so it's nice, there's some synergy, there's some alignment with what we're thinking. But at the beginning of this book, well, it's not one book, it's many, many volumes of books. It's a body of text called the Srimad Bhagavatam. At the beginning of the second volume, the second canto, there's this beautiful verse that talks about the mantra that we're about to sing. And the verse goes like this: Etan nirvidyamananam ishchidam akadobhyam yoginam nirpanirnidam harinam anukirtanam. And what this means is that even if you have no desires in this world, even if you have every desire that you could think of having in this world, and even for those who are engaged somewhere in between those two extremes, people engaged in the yoga system of purification, this chanting of these sacred names of Krishna are the doubtless and the most fearless path to success. I think our lives are riddled with doubt, uncertainty, mainly because we can't tell what the future holds. And I think there is some fear of the unknown there too. But by chanting these names, it doesn't matter whether we know what's to come or what is to be, or even what is past. What matters is that we chant with sincerity. And in that way, all of our desires, all of our intentions actually, they level up and get upgraded in a very natural and organic way. So, with that being said, please engage with me on this path of doubtlessness and fearlessness. And I'd like you to chant fearlessly as well. It doesn't matter how you sound. If you're, I don't want to say it, but if you're Beyonce or not, doesn't matter. I just want to hear you chant sincerely. And you should want to hear yourself chant sincerely as well. So, let's begin.
Krishna
who are there in the Kirtan. And especially all the wonderful musicians and the volunteers who help organize the Kirtan so beautifully. And I would like to express my gratitude to them. My dear friend Ashish was playing wonderful flute. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And today was the first ever Kirtan Dubai event for our dear teenage friend Bhavya. How old are you? 12 years old. Not even a teenager. And looking at his enthusiasm to play the drums and as well chanting, and making all of us dance and sing. It was really, really very unique and very inspiring. Thank you so much, Bhavya, for and also my heartfelt gratitude to our dear volunteers who manage the back-end services, Anirudh and Sunny and his sister and Danika and Pari. Thank you so much for taking care of all the logistics and the sound and everything. And Ghanshyam, thank you so much. And also to my dear friend Shiv, who's an amazing Kirtan director. Yes, my heartfelt gratitude to the hosts, Chetan and Harinis, and their beautiful children, Reyes and Videsha, and the upcoming new baby who's going to join the family. And also both their parents, Harinis' parents who have come all the way from India, and also Chetan's parents who are here. So it's a whole family, full gang, present here, full on, and what a wonderful occasion to celebrate by doing Kirtan. And let us all pray and chant one more time to bless and to pray for the child who is coming very soon. And let us pray that the child remains always in the association of right people, right devotees, and always inspires the whole family to progress in their spiritual journey. So let us chant one more time with your heart. Let us all raise our hands and chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. May the child bring lots of love, joy and abundance to your family. Harini and Chetan. Yes, and of course, every Kirtan is very special and we continue to do these Kirtans every weekend. Next Saturday, the venue is not yet finalized. I have 3 options, so I have to pick and choose one of them. But yes, very soon I'll let you guys know on the group. And thank you all very much for joining in for today's Kirtan. As you all might have experienced, every Kirtan is unique. And it's not the same experience that we come across every weekend. And so please attend. And also, although the venue doesn't make a difference for us, wherever we chant, it inspires all of us, but sometimes when we go to these unique venues, it takes us to another level of experience and consciousness. And this October we are going to Jordan, Wadi Ram, and it is one of the most rare spots that we came across when we recently went there to to explore the place and book the place, and I'm so excited that this particular place is the most unique, especially because it is in Wadi Ram, Jordan, and the experience that me and Shiv had was one of the most unique ones, and I strongly recommend that don't miss this opportunity to attend this retreat. It is from 17th October to 21st October, and the most beautiful part of this retreat is that Satchidanand Swami, who is the pioneer, who is the role model for hosting and organizing unique kirtans around the world, he is the one who started kirtan festivals around the world. He has agreed to join the Kirtan retreat in Jordan. So that's like the most unique thing, and we are very, very honored to have him as well. So please don't miss this opportunity to attend this unique event in Jordan, Wadi Ram, 17th October to 21st October. And my dear friend Farah, who is here from Jordan, yeah. And I remember when I started Kirtan Dubai, 2015, more than 8 years ago, Farah was there in the first Kirtan of Kirtan Dubai. That was in my apartment, and it was just 5 or 6 people, that's it. We all sat in a circle and we did Kirtan. And then later on in 2018, when I went to Jordan, we started Kirtan Aman, and Farah was there in 2019. And then that time I promised that we'll do a Kirtan retreat in Jordan soon. And in 2020 there was pandemic. So for 3 years we were starving to go out again for a retreat. And this time when I went there, I was so happy to see the Kirtan community grow in Jordan. So many people came for Kirtan. And believe me, it's going to be the most unique experience. The silence, the sound that you hear now, imagine, of course you still hear the tar sounds, and imagine the complete silence. The silence is so loud that you'll not hear anything but your own heartbeat. Believe me, it was the most magical experience that we had. I'll just share one experience that I had. So when we were looking for all the different places, this local Jordanian guy who was our guide and all, we were afraid to talk to each other. Really, we felt that we were disturbing the silence. And our dear friend Hamid, he came and he brought 2 kettles of one with the sheep milk and the other with the zaatar tea. And he mixed it and he gave each of us. We just drank there. I was skeptical. How will it feel to have sheep milk for the first time? Believe me, it was just a normal thing. It didn't feel any difference. I remember having camel milk and I almost puked because it was so sour. I never experienced. I wanted to taste. But after that, Hamid tells us that sometimes I come here to my mother's tent to take rest. And many times I have felt that if I sleep one night, the next day morning I feel like as if I have slept for 30 days, for a month. And I thought he was exaggerating. Sometimes people boast and exaggerate about the experience. So that night we were all tired, of course. Whole day, 12 hours, we were driving around in Wadiram and in Aqaba. And finally at 10:30 in the night we went off to sleep to our respective tents. And I woke up at 4 o'clock. And I was thinking, how can this be? I should be sleepy. So again covered myself with blankets and tried to sleep. And then I woke up at 5 and I couldn't sleep. I just couldn't sleep. Usually when you wake up so early, you will feel like, I still feel sleepy. But I couldn't get sleep. And then I remembered what he said, that the sleep there, if you sleep there, the quality of sleep that you will get is so powerful, so perfect, that you will feel completely rested. Me and Shiv, both, we woke up at around 4-ish and we tried, and then by 5 we are up and about. We took shower and we were sitting outside experiencing the beautiful sunrise and the early morning sun, and we were meditating. Shiv went on the hill. He was sitting there meditating and I was watching him. So it was one of the most beautiful sleep and most beautiful experience to be there in Wadiram. So I just want all of you to experience as well. Please try and come. Don't miss this. This is going to be once in a lifetime opportunity. And imagine doing Kirtan like this in the middle of nowhere. Thank you very much. So please get in touch with Pari, who's sitting right in the center, if you are interested to come to Jordan Wadiram. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chetan and Harinis family. Thank you so much. And please don't leave without the food that they have arranged for all of us. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Harinam, for the